Katie Wicker, and I work in student services as an academic advisor on the RTP campus. As an academic advisor at Wake Tech, I can use the QEP problem-solving process to help students identify barriers, explore solutions, and take actionable steps toward their academic goals. This structured approach not only supports individualized advising, but also empowers students to develop critical thinking and communication skills that are essential for both college and in everyday life. As we cover this last section of content, think about how you can incorporate this process into your work with students. What activities or strategies could you use, big or small? Can you recall all 8 steps without looking? Maybe not. While each one of these steps is there for a good reason, we know that 8 is a lot. After discussing as a committee while building this class, we identified or defined remembering the steps as a potential problem. We learned about different obstacles and strategies for memory, trying to identify the best way to remember, and after brainstorming different strategies, our colleague came up with the idea to create a mnemonic device. We planned it and tried it out in our pilot session, and we found participants found it helped them remember. We did some tweaking to the words in the mnemonic, and we're happy to share our solution with you today. The solution we came up with is a mnemonic device. Here, you can see our problem-solving process on the left. As we know, it starts with defining the problem, then learning more about it, brainstorming ideas, making a plan, trying it out, evaluating how it went, reflecting on the experience, and finally sharing it with others. That's 8 steps in total. Now, 8 steps can be a lot to remember for busy staff and students who are juggling many responsibilities. That's where this mnemonic device comes in. On the right, we've created a simple phrase: determined learners build plans that elevate real success. Each word matches the first letter of a step in the process. This makes it easier to recall the sequence when they need it. We hope this tool makes it easier for you and your students to remember the 8 steps. With repeated practice across the college, students will not only internalize the process, but also gain confidence in applying it on their own. To wrap up the course, you'll take your final knowledge check on how to prompt and encourage students to use the 8-step problem-solving process. Remember, unlimited attempts are allowed, but you'll need to earn 80% on all 3 knowledge checks to pass the class.